All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 2KLab streams. A little bit different style this time. We decided to give everybody in Park a little break because we were kicking their ass too hard. So instead, we're going to do a little Q&A today. If you guys have questions, just off the top, if you guys have questions about 2K22, any of our specific guys on screen, drop them in the chat starting now. I'm going to collect them throughout the stream. We're going to do the best 5 questions. We'll do that at the end. But today, we are going to go through 10 of the best comment questions from last week on YouTube. We're also going to go through 5 of the funniest comments on YouTube because y'all got a great sense of humor down there. And then we will do the nicest comment of the week because if anybody was on Twitter today, I noted how kind and respectful this community is when it comes to the comment section. So we have plenty of things that to get through today, but first things first. Sam, we're going to get to you last because I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've ever had your camera on during any sort of 2K Labs, anything, video, stream, whatever. So, got Spill below me, got Wolf in the bottom corner, you got Sam next to me. Spill, we'll start with you, man. How's your week been?
Hey, pretty good, man. Can't complain. Things going well. Really not much to say, I guess. But we got another stream, you know what I'm saying? So we're here to answer all them questions.
Gotta get it done, man. Welcome to the Q&A. Wolf, saw you a couple days ago. We put out a banger video about how to stop the left-right cheese. I regret to inform you that people are still doing it, so we might have to do a second video.
Hey, man, that's what we're here for. Try to make sure everybody gets right on that defensive end.
We'll get there. We'll get there. And then, of course, the man with the plan, the man with all the YouTube algorithm knowledge. I don't know how he fits it all inside of his head. You need at least 2 people to make up what he does. Sam, first of all, welcome, and also congrats on having a camera. We're very proud of you. It's not working all that well, but as long as we can hear you, that's what counts.
Am I frozen?
No, well, you kind of are frozen, and then you're not frozen, but we can hear you through it, so it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Love it.
All right, well,
It like semi-freezes.
let's get going because I know there's a big football game on tonight that we all definitely want to get to. Go Birds, baby. Want to see Kyler pull off the upset tonight. We'll see how it goes. Let's start with question number 1. Actually, wait. Hold on. We got to pull this back. I feel like there's only one true way that we can actually start this stream. And we're going to start it by making fun of me because I just deserve so much hate for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to show you today, this is my build. So, Adam Rubin tweeted this out the other day. The GM for Pistons GT, for anybody that knows who the NBA 2K League is, he runs the Detroit Pistons team. He tweeted out a build, and I want everybody to comment on it because Spill has been laughing at me. Sam has been laughing at me. So I need a W or L in the chat from everybody based off how they think about this build. Sam, if you were to grade this build, what grade would you give it?
Confused. Has no unpluckable.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's bad. A lot of L's in the chat, huge L's. I just want everybody to know this is my setup pre 2K Labs, but Spill and company are gonna get me right. So yeah, big L's in the chat. We try to get everybody going with a little fun.
Oh yeah, Harris about to get right with that rebirth though. You know
yes,
we about to get him right.
Yo, Spill and I were up until 5 in the morning last night getting me rebirth. We did it.
Pretty late.
Oh, y'all were locked on y'all played Pro-Am or Rec?
We were
I just
doing.
seen Harris was streaming, and I was like, bro, I seen he was solo in the park. I was like, bro, I gotta make this somewhat easier a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my guy Danilo Gallinari in the chat says, W, nice for the Rec, Hall of Fame bullet. This guy knows what it's about. I appreciate you, Danilo. That's the vibe. I will show my new build next week when I figure out what I want to do. But let's get into the questions. We're going to start with our first one here. Let me see if I can grab it. There we go. This one is from a YouTube video. Let me pull up my little list here. So all of these were taken from the last week of our YouTube videos. So this is more incentive for you guys to comment. If you have questions, this is where we will start to answer them. So this one actually comes from our patch update video that has 103K views on YouTube right now, coming out 5 days ago. So a question from CWills122. Does ankle braces help with space creator and shot creators take step backs? Give this one to our main guard down low, Spillboy. What do you got on this one?
I actually like to pass this one off to Wolf because he actually tested
Ooh,
this one
okay.
a little bit. So I want to see.
Yeah. So I actually saw that comment. Brought up my Harris. Thank you for that.
There you go.
So I did like a kind of like a rough test just to make sure that my initial answer was yes, that it does help, and the quick test that I did run confirmed that. So angle braces does help with space creator, it does help with ankle breaker, and it does help with tight handles. So it handles all three of those playmaking badges.
Want to add on to that a little bit, Spill, or what's your personal opinion on it?
Basically, like Wolf said, it's definitely gonna help. Ankle braces is a huge badge this year. Definitely recommend it. Tight handles is so crazy this year, right? So like, if you got one of the small guards or someone with a high ball handle, you know, you're gonna get stunned. If they got tight handles on, the badge is really good this year. So ankle braces is really big to help combat that and negate those effects. So definitely better than I thought ankle braces would be. So yeah,
for sure. Like in the past, it wasn't as good as it's supposed to be, but like doing some testing now, I could kind of see the difference it makes, and I'll definitely get some numbers out with how it affects space creator. But yeah, that'll be down the road.
By the way, quick comment in the chat for you, Sam. Somebody named Basti Lane says, "Yo, Sam fam, I've been watching you since NBA 2K13, your defensive settings video." So were you making content in 2K13?
Started on 2K16, but I can see if someone looks back, it will feel like it's NBA 2K13. But I started on 16. I was messing around with 15 for fun, but I really took YouTube seriously at 16.
Started taking it seriously at 16. Well, you know, if you do have 2K13 videos, I need to see those, man, because that's got to be fun. I got to see those old videos. All right, we got another question here. Charles Elam says, "Okay, 2KLab questions. If you do a back down drop step dunk, is that considered a driving dunk or a standing dunk?" This actually, for some random reason, came from our best defensive badges video. So a little big man question. Sam, you want to take a crack at this one?
So the way we looked into it, especially if you do a drop step, that's probably going to end the animation for you. So you're going to end up picking up the ball most of the time, even if you create separation. So it's going to be standing dunk majority of the time.
Standing dunk majority of the time. Something that was the only thing my build had, but with 25 close shot, there's not really much else that I was able to do. Anybody else want to take a crack at this one? Do you guys like drop step dunks? Are they even worth trying to get into? Would you guys rather have a build with high driving dunk or standing dunk? We'll expand this out a little bit.
I don't really play big too much, but I would say just off, like, if I were to be playing big, I would say I probably want standing dunk more, or a close shot, right? Like, a lot of it, as you saw yesterday when we were playing with Dirk here, it's like you can mash and hit a whole bunch of pump fakes, and a lot of the time it's either going to be a layup, and some of the times it's going to be a standing dunk. So, you know, big men, if you're playing like a specific role, I'd say driving dunk isn't completely necessary, but you know, it's all about how you want to do it and how you want to make your build at the end of the day.
Drop step dunk. Just make sure they have close shot. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't be better than me. Learn from my mistakes. This one was actually a funny one, Sam. This one is targeted at you. This is coming off your highly controversial left right cheese video that probably will go down in history as maybe the most disliked 2KLabs video of all time. Daniel Battle says, "Left right cheese isn't good basketball." Sam, you get an opportunity here. You have the floor. What is your official response to the 2KLabs community?
Left right cheese is not good real basketball. Unfortunately, on 2K it's effective, and we can even see from the recent patch, like the way they patch stealing, it's gonna get worse. Like this, the game is so that's why we made that video for you guys on the left right cheese defense with Harris and Wolf. But overall, left right cheese definitely is not good basketball. But 2K is making it very effective. We don't know why, because at least before, when the steals are kind of working, they were not as bad. It was bad, but it's not as bad. But now, I think you guys saw the steal patch of the video we did. Like, the steal percentage has pretty much dropped by over 10%. So in season 2, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So hopefully they look into fixing it in season 3. But the recent update has unfortunately made it stronger.
Well, the good news is that our how to stop the left right cheese video is doing pretty well on YouTube. Definitely go check that one out, guys. If you're a wing or a lock out there, Wolf dropped probably as many good defensive clips or notes and tips as you're gonna find anywhere in all of 2K for not just stopping the left right cheese, just how to play defense in Park in general.
Solid defense, yeah.
So definitely check that one out. Let's go over to our next question here. This one is about Circus threes. From Michael Lotharp. Do you recommend using difficult shots with Circus threes or no? I'll leave this one open-ended. Who wants to answer this one?
I can chime in on it. So difficult shots is a mid-range badge. So if you're shooting mid-range, you know, you're going to want to do that if you're taking the step backs and, you know, off dribbles and stuff. But Circus threes is essentially that, but for threes. It seems like they kind of split it up into 2 badges. But yeah, if you want to be a deadly shooter, like, you know, and you want to not just be threes and dunks, if you want to use difficult shots and start practicing those step backs, they could be really deadly this year. But yeah, so difficult shots is for mid range. So if that's your play style, that'd be the way to go for sure. It's definitely a good badge to do those different animation step back animations for your player and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, this one coming from our catch and shoot video from about a week ago at this point. A lot of great videos this week, by the way. If you want to find, you know, best offensive point guard build is out there. Spill did a great build on or a great video on the best rebirth build guide. Go check that one out. Might be the new format for every single build video for the rest of the history of 2K. So shout out to Spill for that one. That was a great one.
Appreciate that.
I love that. I love that video.
That was a fun
And
one.
one more thing with the that was a great video. And Circus 3 is if you have 1 foot on the line and it ends up being like a really deep mid range 2, Circus 3 still triggers. Like if you guys go look at the Circus 3 test video we did, there was a clip I put in there where like Circus 3 popped up if you have 1 foot on the line taking like a mid range. So super deep mid range foot on the line, Circus 3 some reason still pops up.
I like it.
Nice to know. Nice to know.
That's a great one. That's a great tip. Can you clip on YouTube? Yeah, you can clip on YouTube. Somebody needs to clip that one. All right, let's this is a bit of a longer one. Let me see if I can fit the whole thing in the photo here. Of course, it's so long. Take that back. Pause. All right, here we go. Mark Slezak asked the question: am I bugging? But I feel like you don't need higher than a 60 to 65 free throw. I shoot 95 from the free throw line in Pro-Am and Rec with a 63 free throw. Just use a slow release and no shot meter. I need help with this because as I've explained multiple times before on this very program, I'm the worst free throw shooter in the history of 2K. It doesn't matter. I can't time it. I'll go 1 for 5 every single game. It's bad. What's your guys' takes on free throws this year?
I'll take this one. So free throw in general, the attribute when you're making the player, it doesn't cost too much to upgrade at all. Like it doesn't hit your total overall attribute, like, you know, from 90 to 99 or whatever. So if you upgrade your free throw, it won't really take a hit. But like the comment said, like 60 to 65 is totally fine. All my builds, I think I made them between 65 and 70 free throw, and I shoot pretty high as well. So I think it's all about finding a good release that you're comfortable with, and for me, preference is no meter as well, and everything else should be fine. So if you have a 60 or above free throw, you should be knocking most, if not all, down.
I like it. Sam, what free throw do you use?
70.
70 free throw?
70.
I use
so little attributes to get back. Bro.
Yeah, I've been using Kyrie Irving since like 19 for no reason, but for me that's smooth. But yeah, I don't think you need a super high free throw rating this year, especially if you get good with it. I feel like you can be effective, like Withy said, with a 60, 65. You know, if you just get that timing down with the free throw, it's not too hard.
Yeah, and you guys need some tips for like the most used competitive free throw everybody be using. Usually Michael Jordan or Carmelo. Those are like the two basic, very smooth free throws that most people use. So you guys have trouble, you can try those out.
I use Michael Jordan, but again, most people in the chat are probably better than I am. So again, learn from me. Build off of my mistakes. We got a super chat coming in here from Nabooy, so we are going to take a quick detour and answer a chat question here. Please help me for a 6'5" guard. Is it worth to have 90 speed or 93 to 94? Is there any noticeable difference? Also, any difference going from 85 to 90 dunking? The dunking side of it's probably going to have more of a badge difference than the speed difference. But, gentlemen, any answers to our super chat?
I'll try to chime in a little bit and just say, like, at 6'5" guard, I'd say you probably want the most speed you can, depending on your play style, obviously. You could probably get away with giving up some, but I think, like, once you reach, like, 4 points, you might feel that difference in speed. And personally, I think it's always good if you can to max out your speed and acceleration. I mean, you can also obviously make up for a lot of badges and stuff by lowering those maybe a couple points, but it's definitely a give and take thing there, so kind of what you want to do with it. But having max physicals, I think, is always super beneficial if you can afford that.
I like it. Great
I
answer.
can chime in on the I can chime in on the dunking one. Like for Nabooy, the dunking is not so much between 85 to 90, but if you are looking to dunk a lot, you want gold posterizer. I would suggest you can go to our YouTube channel and definitely look at the posterizer video and then see the difference between gold and silver on posterizer and how you can get much better posterizing animations out of gold. And stick dunking would also be more beneficial if you do that. Check out that posterizer video, Nabooy. The answers for you will be in there. But like Tara said, dunking is not so much about the ratings. When you get to that high, like 85 to 90 is high enough, but it's about the gold posterizer that you want to get.
Gold posterizer. Okay.
I think that's definitely true. And if you are going to 90, you get the elite contacts at 92. So
you could put
it's really
overall.
They make a weird cutoff around there, right? Because like 85, you're getting a lot of cool dunk animations. 90, you're getting gold poster, and then 92, there's elite contact. So it's really dependent on what you want and if you can sacrifice that to get something else on your build. So.
By the way, shout out to Najee Baldwin saying SamFam is freezing a lot, and Effie saying, can we donate to SamFam's internet fund? Look, him kind of being a little bit choppy on his camera is simple. It's just part of the mystique of SamFam, right? This is the first time we've ever actually seen him on camera, so he's like the Matrix. You could never like totally look at him. You always have to look at him from a different angle. So it's okay. You know, like I know 2KLab is doing just fine.
My camera is not freezing. I'm just really fast.
We're all just moving too slow. It's not actually our speed. We got one more super chat here before we get back to our previous questions from this week. So let me pop this bad boy up from yours truly, Highness Zoro. He says, boost Intimidator badge for perimeter defense. People keep greening 3-point shots when 3 people are contesting him. So Spill, this is something that Dirk was complaining about a lot, about how whites have been going in at a tremendous rate so far in 2K. Is it more noticeable than years past, or is this just kind of like par for the course?
Oh, 100%. But the thing is, like we've tested it. I'm about to do a video on this very, very soon. Wide opens are basically, if you shoot a wide open, you have somewhat of a decent rating, that ball is probably going to go in. It's probably, you could have maybe a 75 3 ball and not perfectly time it, but if you're wide open, it's probably going to drop 75% of the time, even without, you don't have to time it. It's probably, but then again, like I said, this is the video, is open shots are definitely penalized a lot more. They're still pretty easy to hit if you got your timing down, but open shots are definitely a little harder to hit.
People asking for Sam's volume to go up. So fine, there you go.
But I do agree.
His volume.
I do agree though. They should probably boost Intimidator for the perimeter defense, especially with the on-ball plucks being nerfed and stuff, because I think defense might need a little buff in that aspect. But
it's just super tough. Like, coming from my perspective, playing lock, and usually traditional lock builds are from 6'5" to 6'7", and unfortunately, Intimidator is tied up to block rating. So for on my 6'5" lock, I can only get a 71 block, I think, max. I only get a max silver Intimidator. So just unfortunate, just the way the cards are dealt with 2K. The test system.
You just have to suffer through it, basically.
Yeah, you gotta suck it up and
adjust.
just adjust, play the game in front of us, unfortunately. So.
All right, so we have another super chat. I'm not sure if any of us have the proper answer for this, but we will answer it anyway. Thank you, Mr. Brixton, for this one. He is asking, do you know when they will fix Rebirth? I was unaware that Rebirth was broken. However, I definitely struggled pretty hard getting it last night. That has nothing to do with the game, mostly to do with my skill set, because, God, getting from 89 to 90 took me about 5 rec games. Anybody ever hear of Rebirth being broken? Do you guys know anything of this?
I've heard of it. It hasn't happened to me personally, so I'm not really too sure, but I definitely hear a lot of people talking about it. So I definitely
could be wrong with it. Like, I don't know. I haven't made a Rebirth build, so I really
I'm not too sure. So
yeah,
I'm
not sure either.
What's exactly glitched about it and what's wrong? I definitely would like to know.
They're saying my Rebirth, the extra badges for college won't apply. Everybody's saying it works, so maybe it's the regrettable answer. But this might be a personal problem. Yikes! You never like the personal problems. Let's move on back to our check or our comment questions. Let's go to Abandoned Goods from a couple days ago. Get out of here, iTunes. Let me click OK. He asks, how OP is catch and shoot with glue hands? This coming from, ironically, our catch and shoot video from 6 days ago. So for the snipers in the building, catch and shoot glue hands probably sounds like a great combination. How does it actually play?
Yeah, I'll start with it. I think it's a great combo with Stop Rip. I would say it's necessary. Sometimes it's not, but it's always great to have because you don't want to miss the chance to have a good catch on the ball. So, if it's in crunch time and you got a crappy catch on the ball in the corner and, some dude's able to close out because of that catch, obviously that's a detriment. So I think it is a good badge. I think Sam has a better idea of the glue hands badge and what type of level you should have it on. We did do the test on that. So Sam, you got anything to say for us?
I love that badge. So with glue hands alone, you can look. If you want more details, you can go to our YouTube and see the full test. But what I can tell you is, imagine you're throwing a full court transition pass in your own free throw circle while your shooter is leaking all the way into the corner. You did that test with no glue hand, like 50% of the time, you're not catching that thing. You're either going to bobble it out of bounds or it's going to be a really bad catch in the corner. So essentially wasting a fast break opportunity, right? Once you put glue hands on, it goes up at about 10% each tier. So you're looking, if you have bronze glue hands, 60% chance to catch it. But if you go all the way to gold, you have like an 80% something chance to catch that shot. So now you're talking from a bobble to a wide open corner three. That's what glue hands does for you. So if you're a player that leaks a lot, or you depend on on high speed catches, definitely get it. And one more note, glue hands is actually also a big man badge. If you are a big man that slip a ton and you roll a lot, or you try to slip and split the defense, and that's a relatively difficult pass, glue hands will help like crazy if you're a big man, if you're doing that. So consider it, if it's part of your game, definitely get it. So if you're doing a lot of catch and shoot and slip, at least get it on bronze. Once you get it to gold, you'll see a huge effect. Like you can get some pretty crazy stuff.
I like it. Great answer. And as somebody who does play that kind of big man, I like glue hands also because it helps a lot with passing big men too. If you want to do like touch passes or quick patches after getting the ball and you're trying to hit the corner, you're going to catch it and just throw it quickly every time. So glue hands always a W, and I have to imagine with catch and shoot on it, it's probably going to be pretty nasty. We got another super chat here. Shout out to the fantastic 2K Labs community for supporting the stream. We appreciate it. Let me get it to a correct size over here. There we go. Any plan to test physicals like acceleration? Other tests show that it only affects movement with the ball, but maybe the testing could be expanded on. Our 3 test masters. Any questions or any plans to test physicals?
I'm sure down the road eventually. We're still. I think we're almost done with most badges. So I guess it's all like priority. Down the road we'll probably take a look at those.
I'd like to say, I don't know. Personally, I think it affects more than just movement with the ball. I think it helps defense too, like off ball and stuff. But I don't know. That's just what I think. Until we test it, I guess we won't really know. But yeah, acceleration is like I said, like yeah, okay.
I can chime in on that for Mamba. Like, obviously, a lot of us care about acceleration because we all want our players to be faster. The thing about the acceleration attribute is that by playing it alone, we haven't done in-depth testing, but even if you go up a tier, like from 80 to 90 and all that, it's faster, but it's not crazy fast. What gives you crazy fast this year is all of the frame rate increase and pretty much a speed boost you get from playmaking badges.
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter how much acceleration you got, quick first step is insane. Like, no badge, quick first step, with badge quick first step, it's like 20+% faster.
Right.
There's no acceleration that can match the prowess of a badge speed boost. And all of your badge speed boosts come from your playmaking badges. So you guys can go to our playmaking badge playlist and check out all of those, because if you want speed, that's what you want. Playmaking badges give you speed like nothing. Like, it's crazy
sure.
this year how much speed you get off badges.
And I just want to say something, because I was playing with Wolf, and he noticed how slow my player was with my speed with ball, right? You saw me going in transition, and my guy was like, he's really slow. And that is a little, one thing about that build that's a little on the weak side. But essentially what makes up for it is, like Sam said, those badges, like you got the hyperdrive, you got the quick first step, stop and go. My player has a 76 speed with ball, but that's why I had Wolf stunned. He had no idea that he had a 76 speed with ball, because I have these playmaking badges going super fast. But when I'm in transition, I might need that downhill or something, because I'm really slow. But in the half court setting, you know, with the ball, I can still move. Like, I got 80, 85 speed on my 6'7". So those badges will help a lot. And so acceleration, you know, is just a small part of all that stuff.
I like it. All right, well, those are our super chats. Let's get back to our comment questions. This one on Offball Pest actually came from our video, Wolf, on how to stop the left-right cheese. Coming in from Vic Q. Does the Offball Pest badge help with ankle breaking animations too? No one ever talks about it, but it's in the description of the badge.
Yeah, so I'll take that. It's funny, that's been a myth in 2K for years. I remember, I think 2K19, when Offball Pest, I think, was introduced. It like, you know, it says all helps with off-ball movement, and at the last sentence is like, yeah, it also helps with getting your ankles broken. People thought it worked on ball, like, you know, basically taking the place of ankle braces, and that is not true. Ankle braces is for on-ball moves like dribble animations, and it says that on the badge description. But on-ball pass is for on-ball. I guess, like, there's a feature in 2K with the right stick, when you off-ball, you could like move your player and do moves, and that could sometimes trigger ankle breaking animations off-ball, which is very rare, so not really needed. I mean, ankle braces is the main badge for ankle breaking animation on dribble.
I like it. Any other comments, gentlemen?
No, I'll let Wolf handle that one. That was
It's an
good.
easy one. All right, let's go to our fifth super chat of the night. Shout out to the 2K Labs community. We appreciate you guys. We will answer as many super chats as we can get to, so we appreciate you guys sending them in. Alex OSOJDM says, is it worth having limitless spot up if I'm shooting closer than 30 feet but still deep on the hash? I think I know the spot of the floor he's talking about. Not as deep as the Steph Curry shot against the Thunder from a couple years ago, but still kind of on that deep hash. What do you think? Spill, Sam, Wolf, who wants it?
So the badge only activates 30 feet, right? So, I mean, it's going to help if you're like in the, you know, that little gray area between that 30 feet. But if you're nowhere where you're sitting, I mean, I guess you wouldn't use it. But, you know, if you're a 2-guard, you probably want to use that badge, and you want to have it. You know, if you're spotting up regardless, I mean, you probably want to have it. Especially if you're not running on ball, like primary ball handler, and you're sitting hash, I would definitely use it. But if you're saying you don't plan on ever sitting 30 feet, then, I mean, maybe it's not for you. But
Maybe it's not for you.
I think it's a good badge to have. If that's your role, then you should probably max that out.
All right,
One thing I want to chime
go
in
for
for Alex too. For the limitless spot up, Alex, if you go watch our patch 2.0 update video on shooting badges, right now it's not just, obviously you'll get limitless spot up, you shoot it from 30 feet, catch and shoot, but you can also get it if you walk into it. Like, limitless spot up allows you to walk into a shot from 30 feet and still trigger it. And one little trick that is really weird, but it works with limitless spot up, is all of the limitless spot up shots that you're shooting off the dribble, they're relatively slow. I don't know if the 2K intend to do this, but if you watch that video, there's a clip where I'm doing a turbo diagonal opposite hand up dribble, so like a Trae Young turbo escape. If you shoot out of that, you get limitless bottom, and you don't have to wait. So you can literally do a Trae Young turbo escape diagonal up and just shoot it right away. Go watch the clip in there, and that also triggers limitless spot up. So when you're getting this badge, don't just think it's a catch and shoot. There are some specific dribble moves that allows you to shoot with it right away, and it still pops up. So check out that test video. All the clips are in there.
Great answer. High-end stuff. We got another super chat. These keep coming in. We appreciate the support as always. RonWithTheStop. $5 super chat. Is it worth having chase down on a Hall of Fame if I have a 99 block rating? One thing you should note is that you should have a 97 block rating and save those 2 points, because the difference between 97 and 99 doesn't matter for badges. Learned that from a 2K Labs video. Shout out to the Bigman video for that one. But yeah, is it worth having chase down on Hall of Fame?
I can take that one because.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead and Jesse can follow up on me. So I'm doing the chase down test, and that video is probably coming soon this weekend or sometime next week. And chase down, obviously, once you get bronze, you get the animations. But when you do get the Hall of Fame, especially if you can, since your block rating is so high, you can try it out with your player and see how many of them you can trigger. But with the purple chase down Hall of Fame, you can definitely get faster launch animation. Exactly how fast, I'll figure out later, and I'll show you guys a chart. But if you have block rating that high and you don't need it for other stuff for your defender, depending on what you do, if you're always hopping from the weak side, then the purple, you will see a huge, probably frame boost and jump boost kind of difference. But yeah, go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure when we had Idris on stream, he was saying Hall of Fame chase. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure he was saying he really liked Hall of Fame chase down. I don't know. I could be wrong, but there's something with me that's saying he was saying that badge is crazy. But I mean, I've been getting chased down so much in the park too. You know, I've been getting chase downs as well. Just having bronze rim protector, bronze chase down with an 83 block on that build. So it does happen a lot, and I think you need a higher block rating to get those chase downs. But if you do have that super high rating for Hall of Fame, it could definitely be worth it, I think. So we'll have to see when Sam finishes its test and see what the results look like. But that badge could be kind of glitchy. So
very nice. All right, we got one more super chat, then we're going to get back to our comments before we get to the funniest comments of the week and then the nicest comments of the week. We will get there as well. Elliott Labissiere just said in the chat with a super chat. It's not a question. It says, he said mismatch should work for tall players also. You don't really need mismatch bad for taller players. You can just shoot over the top of them.
Shoot over them.
Yeah, just shoot over.
Open.
That happens to me all the time.
It's already a mismatch. So.
Yeah.
He does have a good point though. Like, people get a boost for being short. Why not get a boost for being tall? You know, like if a 6'1" trying to close out and you have mismatch on a 7-foot stretch, why not get a boost? You know, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
That's fair. Question here from Frosty. Go, you're with Wolf side. Oh, we got 2v2. Put him on. No, kidding. Frosty 2K, is base 3 still one of the best bases after patch? We've had a lot of questions about base 3 tonight. I'm not sure why, but we can answer them anyway. Do you guys know anything about this base 3 patch issue?
I mean, base 3,
I believe. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Sam. You answer this one.
I have to double check on this, but I think in the patch video, we actually put up a graph showing you guys the difference of base 3, pre-patch, and post-patch. I think we did that. And then if you go to that patch review video, the one with the Steph Curry beautiful bandage thumbnail, you can actually see a chart that we did where we compared base 3 jumper and all of its make percentage throughout the green window, pre-patch, and post-patch. So definitely go to that video and check that out. You should be able to see that chart. And I remember the difference was, there's no difference. So base 3 essentially before and after is just as effective. So you can go ahead and keep using it if you want. And if you see any kind of major dips, that's probably just a small sample size thing or placebo, because we did that test in detail and it's all the same. And I'm gonna double check for you right now to see if it's there. Let me take a look.
While you're figuring it out, we need to answer this guy's question. He has asked this question at least 30 times in the chat, and finally got so fed up with us not answering this question that he has given us $2 to answer this question. So AveryParker, we will finally answer your question. Are you ever going to do dunk animation tests? Sam, are we doing dunk animation tests? Give this man the answer that he so desperately needs.
Answered him. I remember typing it in. I said, yes, I'll do it because I'm the person who does the animation tests on the premium website. I've been doing layups so far in detail, and I thought you guys enjoyed the layup animation test I do on the 2KLab premium. So yeah, I'll be looking into do dunk animation too. Test. Avery, I tagged you. I thought I answered you. Should be there somewhere. I answered him. I said I would do it.
Well, AveryParker, there you go. We finally answered your question. We will get dunk animation tests at some point. Appreciate your support either way. One more super chat because these things are coming in fast and furious. We appreciate everybody's support tonight. That's already what this is all about. A little Q&A. Having a little fun answering questions. Happy Thursday to everyone. Hope everyone's week has been going well, including you three.
I don't mean it true, but we only have 120 likes with 600 people watching.
I didn't even notice that. That's a great point.
People, come on.
You know, how about this? If
Thumbs
you know,
up,
we've been doing a lot of super chat questions. We're actually onto our 9th super chat question. I said we were going to do 5 questions from the chat. So if we get up to 200, we will do 3 more chat questions when we get to the end of our YouTube comments. How's that sound? I like that. Let's get us up to 200 and we'll start answering some more.
It's moving fast. You know, all it takes is a couple seconds just to click that thumbs up.
Just have to bring it to the attention. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and it's free.
Viewers got our back.
Yes, sir.
Luis Soto, were fades nerfed? I felt like I was able to hit more fades with my shooting guard with difficult shots on gold in Season 1 than Season 2. Sam, you guys did a big patch update on shooting and shooting badges. What do you know about this?
We haven't done a detailed test on difficult shots yet, but between Season 1 and Season 2, the shooting definitely wasn't nerfed. So this game in general, the shooting has been very efficient. So if you're shooting well in Season 1, you're definitely going to shoot better as you get more reps going into Season 2. It hasn't been a nerf, but there's no major buff either. The mid-range is pretty deadly in this game. Like, a lot of people are hunting freezes here and all that, but if you know what you're doing with difficult shots, you can find a lot of good looks in the mid-range because those shots are pretty makeable.
Cool. AveryParker in the chat. You're welcome, man. No problem. I'm just busting your balls. Let's go to our next YouTube comment here. We've done a lot. We did the off-ball pest. Let's do this one. All right, we got a little defense question on here. Breezy B asks, does Hall of Fame pickpocket matter as much anymore? This video came from our Handles for Days and Quick First Step video. I guess kind of a response to that. So, Wolf, I'll kick this one over to you. Hall of Fame pickpocket. What do you think of it?
Yeah, so pre-patch, it was awesome. You know, it was a great badge. Definitely S tier. You know, it was awesome. Post-patch, when they dropped it, I went right into my testing method I did for pre-patch, and I went over it again, and I had to do it quite a few times. Sam and Spell could talk about it as well. I put the numbers up in the Discord, and I was like so shocked on how much it was nerfed in one patch. And unfortunately, Hall of Fame pickpocket is nowhere near as good as it was Season 1. So fortunately, defense took a hit, you know, but.
So would you say it would be safe to maybe let me stop. Do you still think comp players would need Hall of Fame pickpocket?
Well, personally, I still do run it because my main priority, like if you're a main defender and that's what you want to do,
right, that's what you need.
I throw it on, you know. But if you're like kind of like a hybrid build and you have limited points on defense, don't throw it on Hall of Fame. It's not worth it. Keep it on gold or silver.
Right.
Just because it took such a big hit and it's not worth the badge points if you're not a primary defending build.
So I was thinking, right, like maybe go to gold and make sure you have Interceptor Hall of Fame because Interceptor, we still believe is like elite. So
absolutely, Interceptor's S tier, definitely.
And you need 90 steal for Interceptor Hall of Fame. So, I mean, you know, if you don't want to get that 96 steal, you could. I think that next threshold you probably want to go for is 90 to get that Hall of Fame Interceptor, and then you still get a gold pickpocket with that. So.
Agreed. That's a great point. Yeah, definitely Interceptor. Keep that up there as high as you can get it. Pickpocket, not so much. If you can't afford the points, don't waste it on Hall of Fame. If you could, keep it on there.
But like Wolf said, if your primary role is to play that lockdown and stuff, it's probably best to keep it on. So But if you're, like you said, you're making that hybrid build, you could probably shuffle them around.
Yep.
Goat. What is the best shooting badges now? It has been sniper. It always will be sniper.
Most
Just
likely.
Sniper. Or blinders. Mostly sniper. Definitely just bump up your sniper as much as you can. It is infuriating to play Park right now with the insane amount of whites that go in. AA is asking, can you please test if speed and acceleration affect dribble moves or dribbling speed? We kind of answered this question already. Do we want to give it a second answer, or are we okay?
Quickly just say like speed with ball is your speed, and then speed will be more geared toward defense is my assumption. But yeah,
easy one.
If you want to be faster with the ball, you're gonna need faster speed with ball, and as we touched on it earlier, you want those good dribbling badges, those playmaking badges, quick first step for sure, hyperdrive. I really like stop and go, so.
Yeah, you love.
They got a lot of crazy playmaking badges this year, and like you can shuffle them around to fit your play style pretty good.
Well, while we were talking, because the 2K Labs community, we all talked about it, and we're like, we should just do a Q&A because we know that people want their questions answered. We have received 12 super chats tonight, so we obviously appreciate everybody's support. So we're going to try to burn through a couple of these super chats as we get to the end here. I know everybody, including Wolf, wants to go watch the football game. So here we go. Jamel Edwards asks, what's the ideal big man build for the Park for shooting, defense, speed, and ball control? I can answer this one. You should go watch our big man build that we did with Idris the GOAT. That build was an absolute blast. It had great shooting, great defense. It was super quick too. That could have also just been the outrageous stick skill of Idris. But if you're looking for a really fun Park build, go check out our video on that we did with Idris. I think that'll probably give you the best answer. Or wait until next week, because I'm going to have a souped up big man build that I'm going to post on Twitter. So that one will probably help as well.
You sending that one to Mr. Rubin too?
Yeah, I'm going to send that one, see how he thinks of that one. What's up, Sam?
And just for Mr. Edwards, the video title for the big man build we did with Idris is called How to Shoot with a 76 3-point rating. How to shoot with a low 3-point rating as a big man. So you can look for that video. The thumbnail is Anthony Davis saying chicken. So that's the video. Take a look.
That's a great thumbnail.
Chicken man. Idris the chicken man.
Idris is going crazy in the Park on that big man. He's going nutty in the stream for sure. So he was making that big man build look pretty good, not gonna lie.
This is more of a comment than it is a question from Elliott Labissiere. Nailed that one. If short player is going to be that OP, 2K needs to make tall players OP because the majority of NBA players are tall. They can shoot, dribble, and posterize. Not all tall NBA players can do all those things. I would implore you to go watch some Juancho Hernangomez highlights over the past couple of NBA seasons. That man definitely cannot shoot, dribble, and posterize. Definitely cannot. Yeah, you know what? As a big man, I will say that guards this year are a little bit overwhelming. But, man, we get them back with interior defense. Interior defense this year for big men is so much fun. I swatch so many shots. I have, like, silver rim protector on, and nobody comes into my paint. And that's with my awful build. So, they definitely helped out bigs this year, but I can understand the frustration. Thank you for the comment, Elliott. And then one last one here. KP. Another big man question. Actually, Spill and I came across this last night with Dirk. Does having Hustler on a center help with rebounds? Short answer, yes. Spillboy, what's the long answer?
There is no long answer. Just yes.
Yes.
But I really like the Hustler badge. Loose balls, rebounds, pluck steals with, just loose balls in general, you're going to feel that speed boost on your player. So, if it's a long rebound, you're going to have a much better chance of grabbing that loose ball over someone that doesn't have the Hustler badge. So definitely recommend that badge.
Khalifa is saying, is asking which one of us have played high-level basketball before. Fun fact, Sam Pham back in his heyday was actually an all-world center in high school. He was just blocking so many shots every single day. One of the best high school centers that you'll ever come across. You don't need to.
You would have made it to the league if it wasn't for his bum knee. So,
Yeah, too many surgeries in the 11th grade, man. He couldn't recover. To you, Khalifa, this is NBA 2K, man. You don't really need to have played basketball beforehand to know how to play 2K. That's for sure. I know that firsthand.
It is nice. I never played high level basketball. I just played intramurals at college, but that's about as far as I went.
I managed a basketball team in high school. Does that count?
There we go.
Hey,
I call
IQ
basketball
right there.
games now. I do play-by-play. Does that count? I don't know. Probably
I'm
not.
more of a pickup player. I play some football and
There you go.
sports.
Play a little football in my day.
So those are all the questions that we have. We got about 10 minutes left here in our Q&A, which means that it's time to get into some of the funniest comments of the week, and then we'll get into the nicest comment of the week. We'll start with the funny one here. This one making fun of Sam. Here we go. From Adamman5, he says, lol, it was obvious since Sam joined, all you would get is how to cheese better. So who is surprised? They're coming at your neck, Sam. They're coming at you.
The way Sam's cam is frozen too, he was just like looking in shock.
Oh my god. You know what? I'll say this way.
Hey, Sam's one of the smartest people like I've really met, man. This guy really knows the ins and outs of anything he really studies. So like, that's just, hey, it is what it is. It's a video game, and we're trying to find some of the best ways to do things to make it easier for everybody else. So it's really what it comes down to.
You know what, guys? You're right. Sam is definitely a detriment to 2K, except for the fact that he basically defined what the 2K algorithm is on YouTube. So you guys got it. No, okay. Let's move on to the next one. Bryce Long. This one's for you, Wolf. Lockdowns literally get 2 stats: perimeter defense and steal, and now one of them doesn't work. Sick. It's tough out here for lockdowns.
My famous saying is, I just play the game in front of me, man. I just try to deal with it. I just, try to move on. That's it. It's kind of tough, it's been tough out here for defense for the last couple of years. But hey, man, not much I can say for that.
A true professional. Let's go on to our third one here. It's another one of the cheese ones. Tony C, you should rename this video "How to Make Everyone You Play Against Hate You." 0 skill in whoever plays like this. I mostly want to promote these because the vitriol that people have for the left-right cheese. Just remember, we countered that video with a way to stop it. So that's how awesome Sam is to you guys. See, he made the video showing you how to do it, and then he literally made us make a video about how to stop it. So he has, again, balanced the scales, because that is what a good content creator does. He got you over here, and then he got you back on the other side, too. Elite. But
balance
yes,
is all things should be.
Balance is all things should be. Thank you, Mr. Endgame poster back there.
There we go.
Spill, this one's for you. This one was from our Bigman stream that we did with Idris. Again, a little trash talk coming in because we said that Evan Fournier was bad. Hey, Spill, how did Damaged Goods Evan Fournier look last night? A petty Nick fan remembers what you said back in the Bigman stream.
That's crazy. I mean, look, he'll give you a couple buckets, all right? But it's, at the end of the day, it's just Fournier, man.
Just wait. Just wait until the playoffs.
He ain't gonna do nothing for you. Man, he'll give you 21 game. He'll give you 10 the next. I mean, what?
Just wait until the playoffs when Evan Fournier, when you really need a big Evan Fournier game, and the man goes 2 for 13 over the course of an entire playoff game. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Don't come crying to us when it does.
I thought when we signed him initially, I was like, all right. And then, I don't know. He didn't fit on the Celtics.
I wanted him long term.
Yeah.
I wanted him long term.
I liked him when he was on the Magic a lot too, right? That's where he was.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
So, yeah, I had him on my fantasy teams sometimes. He was a nice little player, but I'm just a little salty he didn't perform well on the Celtics. So I was that's all.
Amen to that. One last funny YouTube comment here. This is from another Sam fan video. Sam, this one actually came from your catch and shoot video where you guys are talking about how your teammates will help you. Michael Cassian says, correction, your teammates will not thank you. They will think it was all them. Yes, the classic.
I remember this one.
Yep, the classic guard comment.
Timer video.
Oh, it was the timer video. Oh, excuse me. There you go.
Timer video, yeah, because it's like if you put on like a high level diamond badge, which Spill was saying, like they will thank you, but they're like, nah, they're not gonna. They're gonna thank us, man.
Just remember, everyone's checking out of the corner when Spillboy is their point guard. So,
pretty much
take it with a grain of salt. Appreciate everyone's funny comments. Keep spamming our videos with them. We'll keep bringing them up on stream. Now it is time. I figure we will finish out the stream here. with our nicest comment of the week. We love you guys. We love how respectful and kind you guys are. So here's our nicest comment of the week. Coming in from Steven Screws. Spill, this one was from your build video saying, not a good breakdown, a great breakdown. Thank you for the incredible vid and so many options. Can't wait to go crazy with this build. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Spill. That build video was great.
Shout out to Steven Screws, man. He was supporting it on Twitter. I was posting the build and stuff, and he was really excited. So I'm glad. I appreciate that comment, Steve, for sure.
Yeah, there you go. We appreciate you guys always commenting nice things in the chat. I commented on Twitter today that the 2K community is usually pretty negative. And then you go into the 2KLab's YouTube, and it's just basically straight out of a different dimension. Y'all are definitely the best of the best when it comes to this community.
For sure.
I lied. We're gonna do one more super chat. I'm cutting off super chats. Don't pay us any more money. No, I'm kidding. Our 13th super chat of the night. Another one from the guy who started this whole thing with Nabooy. Do you think it's better to go 6'4" or 6'5" for a play shot? Also, is it a good idea to up my blocks on a guard build? Is 85 good enough for ball handle? So a couple questions in one. We can answer them pretty slowly, and then we'll call it a night.
I'll answer part of that question. And I don't know what's better, but I'm going to tell you my opinion. Talking about is 85, I'll start at the 85 for ball handle because that's what struck me first. And one thing I wanted to mention was that obviously you want 85 ball handle for all the packages and animations. And under 6'4", you're going to get that D-Rose, you're going to get that glitchy move that you want. 6'5", really the only thing you're getting at 85 ball handle being 6'5" is like it might be two different animations for like a size like a Kevin Durant size up instead of the D-Rose that you can get at 6'5" or above. So I'm not sure that is so worth it, to be honest, but if you wanted to future-proof your build for new animations that may come out in the new seasons, I think 85 is actually like pretty crucial to have. But right now, if you're not 6'4", I don't know if 85 ball handle is worth it. I think 87 is worth it because you're going to get the gold unpluckable. So that's probably more of a priority in terms of that. But like I'm on my 6'7", and he only gets silver unpluckable, so you know, I only have 80 ball handle on him, so it depends on your build. Like you said, 6'5", and I don't know, depends if you're making the 6'4" or 6'5". It's a tough call, but the 6'4s you'll get the D-Rose, the left-right cheese kind of move, I guess, if you will. So if you want to go that route, you can do that route. And in terms of blocks, you said are they good for a guard build? I'm not too sure. I would say if you have a good max wingspan, maybe it's probably beneficial to have if you're trying to make something overall or like a lockdown. You could definitely see yourself getting some blocks and get some chase downs, but probably not too important depending on what your main focus is for the build.
Wonderful. All right, well, I think that's going to do it. We've answered at least 25 questions on stream today, which is pretty exhausting for an hour. So well done, gentlemen. Good job. Claps all around for our people. It is 9 p.m., so we're gonna close things out tonight. Before you guys leave, remember to drop a like on the video. The more likes we get on these streams, the more that we're gonna do. And remember, now that we're doing Q&As, if you guys leave comments and questions under our videos, they may be featured in one of these Q&As. So start getting those comments in. Keep being nice. Keep being funny. We love the comment sections on YouTube from you guys. So
yeah.
So keep it up. Enjoy the football game tonight. Wolf, I hope you win your parlays. Let's hope it all works out. But yeah, we'll close it out here. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. Everyone will be back next week. Have a good weekend.
Later, everybody.
All right.